Hello and welcome to Richmond TV's Community Focus, the program where we let you know what's going on in your community. We have a great show for you today. Our guests will be Tim and Matt Ricks to talk about the 54th Annual Good Old Days Festival. We also have the 2017 Miss Richmond, Jessica Neibauer, and her court, Hannah Kulman and Bailey White. So stay tuned and we will be right back. Hello and welcome back to Community Focus. For our first segment, we have Tim and Matt Ricks, Co-Chairmen of the Good Old Days Committee. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
So, when is the Good Old Days Festival this year?
September 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Okay. Thursday through Sunday. Weekend after Labor Day, when it's historically, that's when it's always been the weekend following Labor Day, I guess is the easier way to say it.
First week back to school, too.
Yes, it is. Nowadays, it is, yeah.
What motor events are lined up?
Thursday, we start with our bump and run. Starts at 7 p.m., $8 admission per person. Kids are a little bit cheaper. That's a real full race. A lot of cars will be maxed out on that one. Friday starts our figure eight, same time, 7 p.m., same price all weekend long, by the way. We have two different figure eights for this. It's like a standard car. It's like how most people run. Their car is built, and then we also have compact cars, a little smaller car.
Okay.
A lot more fun. They're almost a little faster too sometimes, you know, just because they can zip around a little quicker. Then Saturday is our full-blown derby. We have 3 different derbies. Plus, again, this year we're having a Power Wheels race. Okay. In past years we've done a Power Wheels derby. This year we're going to do a Power Wheels race where they will kind of go in the oval, traditional oval. Something to mention, this year we're going to do pre-registration just for the Power Wheels because we're got to limit it. We can't have 60, 70 of those little guys running around. So we're going to do 20 pre-registered. We're going to do it by email, and it will be posted to our website very soon. As far as the regular derby, we have a front wheel derby. We have a van derby, something new for us. We're going to try, get all those soccer moms out there. And then also the standard rear wheel, which has always been something that's been popular. You know, all good derbies. This year we are running with a new group. It's the group from Armada. They're running, you know, currently this week. It seemed to have good races so far. We're very excited because we are the 2 closest races to each other. You know, the rules have changed a little bit in past years, and we're trying to make it easier for people to come out and race. You know, your standard teenager can finally put a car together and come and race these races. So, and then as well as with our other, you know, the other parts of the races, the guys who have been doing it for 20 years can also come out and race. So you get that wide spectrum, get more involvement.
Sounds like a great motor event show for the entire weekend.
I think it will be. I think it will be.
Have you guys announced the Grand Marshal yet?
Yes, we have. Al Bryant, former mayor, city councilman. He, I believe, served on city council for about 17 years or so and served as mayor for 10. He's been on our list for quite some time now because we have a long list of potential grand marshals, and it's Al's year to get the position. So I'm very involved in the community over the years, and was also there used to be an organization called the JCs, and they were very, very big in our community, and he is one of the originators of that club in Richmond. So just a great guy. Spent most of his life here, and so has his family. So we're honoring him this year with the Grand Marshal. We'll see him around the weekend. We'll see him on at the great parade that we have on Sunday.
As well as the opening ceremonies, correct?
Yes, he'll be at opening ceremonies. So yeah, he'll be busy. He'll be busy.
What are the details for the outhouse race?
Outhouse race is going to be another big event for us. We have a new chairman. Started last year. It was her first one. She was a little nervous, but she did a great job. This year she's ready to go. She's got pre-registered teams. She's got everybody from military groups to Queens. She went up to the Yale Bologna Festival and got a team from their thing to come and do, you know, go against our people. So even Father Joe from St. A's was one of the first things he saw when he came to Richmond last year was our outhouse race. Kind of blew him away, made him smile. He's putting a team together, and he wants to race somebody we're trying to get our pastor to get a group together and do a little race there. St. John Plumbing is again doing the total sponsorship for that, and we thank them for that.
Kind of appropriate sponsor for
Yeah.
an outhouse race as a plumber, right?
Right.
So yeah,
I never thought of that when I saw that.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
That's
good.
great.
they're actually building rigs for our race because we only had 2. They're building, so now that we'll have 4, plus we have the kids race. I think we were doing somewhere around like 4 to 7-year-olds. It's pre-register also. Just trying to make it so that we have a set up, race to go. Bracket style racing, you race, whoever's next races the next guy. And you get, I think, a t-shirt and possibly a trophy, if I remember correctly. So it's about a 45-minute show right on Main Street, right near Monroe Street.
God, it sounds like so far from whatever you guys have been telling me, everything seems to be expanding with this year.
Yeah, we got some great chairmen, so they're doing a good job.
Okay. What entertainment will be provided in the beverage tent for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
Well, we have something new on Thursday. Again, trying to pick up a little bit. We have a solo act. It's R.J. Harper, and he does Southern rock and country. Very, very good hearing him perform. We think hopefully people will come out more on our Thursday night and hear him. And then he'll be back on Saturday afternoon. That's something new too. We haven't had entertainment on Saturday afternoon, musical entertainment, and we're bringing him back again for a show 1:30 to 4:30 on Saturday afternoon. Friday night, D&J Productions has been with us for a number of years. They do an outstanding job, and they really get that tent rocking. So we have stayed with the local D&J, and then Saturday we have had the Gobies, and we're not leaving them. They're outstanding. They seem like they get better every year. So they'll be playing Saturday night from 8 to 12:30 in the morning in the tent, and so we're excited, especially with bringing in music on live music on Thursday night, and hopefully that will pick up the crowd. It's quite often it's a very local crowd, and so we hope to see more local people come out and see this young man. He's very, very good, and he's cut a CD, and we're hoping that people appreciate his music.
Okay.
So.
One quick question about the beverage tent. Will the EMS be having a shuttle for those nights?
Yes. I believe it's Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah.
When we have the big crowds and the late nights compared to the other 2 nights. Jeff White in Richmond Lennox EMS is through SMART has produced those buses for anybody that lives, I believe it's within a 15-mile radius.
Yeah, 10 or 15. You can
10
go all the
or
way to
15.
Memphis.
But yeah,
I'm 14.1 by the way.
Of course.
Is that right? Well, there you go. There you go. But it's worked very well, and that's a great service to have, and a lot of people are taking advantage of it. Thank
Well, it
God.
helps people get home safely.
Yes,
So.
absolutely.
Now, what classic car shows or parades will be going on, and how can people find them?
Thursday night, right before our opening ceremonies, 6 o'clock, up at the fire hall parking lot. Classic car parade and meet, I kind of call it, because they get up there a little early. They all hang out, and register with the people. That one's free. They can get in. They get a little dash plaque even. That is through the Country Cruisers Car Club, which is our local club. Over the past years, it just keeps getting bigger. I think last year they said around 160 cars, and 95% of them are classic cars. You get an occasional guy with a Corvette or something, which is fine too. We'll take them all. That goes, I think now they go down to Kmart and then go back up to Memphis, over to Armada, come back to Richmond, and Menace's over at the hall will have a nice little dinner for them if they choose. It's a small fee, but it's absolutely great food, so don't mind that at all. And then Sunday, of course, during the parade, and actually a little before, is our actual big car meet. They pack that one, they fill the entire parking lot, all the side streets around it and everything. But it's a very good one. They have judging there and full out car show. So
No,
Well-
that's over between Mariachis and
Yeah.
the Masonic Hall, right?
Yep,
Right,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
Richmond parking lot. Yep. Yeah, it's a good event. It's well attended, and it gives something for people to do while they're waiting for the grand parade.
Oh, and those cars are so nice that they have.
Oh,
yeah.
I always try to take a camera and get
Absolutely.
over there and get some footage of
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
vehicles.
Yeah.
So,
They keep it small too. You know, it's down to about 110 cars or so
Yeah.
that they can put in there, and they do that on purpose. They don't want it any bigger than that. They like the control that they have and the quality of the vehicles that are coming.
Right.
And so we've agreed with them because we can move them to a much bigger area, but they do a great job with what they have. So why change it?
exactly.
Yeah.
So, that is all the time we have for this segment. Tim and Matt will join us again for the third segment. We will be right back with the 2017 Miss Richmond in Court. Welcome back to Richmond TV's Community Focus. My next guest is a 2017 Miss Richmond Jessica Neibauer and her court members Hannah Kulman and Bailey White. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Anytime. So, what is your summer as? How's your summer been as Miss Richmond in Court?
It's been a lot of fun. It's enjoyable to see everyone and get to go to all the parades.
Okay.
It's definitely a new experience.
I've had a wonderful time really getting to know them more.
Yeah.
Has it been so it's been a lot of fun. You guys have been getting along and everything
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
throughout
of course.
all the
Yeah.
parades.
We've pretty much like known each other
Forever.
for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each of us have been like friends. Like
Mhm.
I used to dance with Hannah. Me and Jessica used to be best friends, so it's like nice to
Yeah.
get back together again.
Okay. So, what has been your favorite moment so far, Bailey?
My favorite moment so far is definitely like seeing like the little kids and like calling us like princesses. And me and Hannah have long like yellow dresses, so the Beauty and the Beast movie just came out, so all the kids were calling us Belle, so it was really cute.
Jessica?
I just enjoyed getting closer to the girls, and I know most of the area queens, so it was really nice seeing them again and just enjoying everything the parades have to offer.
Okay, Hannah?
When we went to the Marine City Parade, we were walking down the sidewalk to meet the other queens and other floats, and this little boy came up to me with a rock that he painted, and I thought it was really sweet.
Well, that's very cool. What'd you do with the rock?
I put it in my garden.
Okay. It'll be there forever then.
Yes.
So, what has been your favorite moment so far?
My favorite moment so far has definitely just been seeing like everyone and seeing how like everyone is like gets like so happy and like excited to like see us. That's the best.
We got to pet a lot of dogs.
Yes.
Love the dog.
Yes, every
so-
single time we see a dog, we always had to stop and
Yeah.
go cuddle
Oh, yeah.
with them. That's the best.
Yeah. We just went to Medi Lodge and we played bingo with them and just like talking to the residents and like making them smile. Really
Okay.
feels good.
Yeah, they got excited for all their stuffed animals.
Yeah, their
That was the best.
prizes.
Yeah.
Very nice. Are there any events that you're specifically looking forward to with the Good Old Days Festival?
I'm looking forward to Little Miss because my little cousin, Cassidy, she's going to be in it this year, so I'm excited to cheer on, and hopefully she'll make it on court or be Little Miss. So
Hopefully.
yeah.
I'm also looking forward to Little Miss. We had Little Misses with us in the parades, so we get to cheer them on, and we already know them, so it makes it more exciting.
Ready for the raffle? To do all the raffle rhyming?
Oh, yeah.
Hannah?
I'm really excited for all the events that we get to partake in, but I'm a little nervous for the dunk tank.
Oh, so you're going to be in the dunk tank.
Yes.
Yeah. My dad actually used to run it, but this year he can't, so my mom's going to be doing it. So
Okay.
she'll be pressing the button, so she'll have fun with that.
So, what are each of your goals after high school or college?
My goal is to get into the nursing program. I want to become a neonatal nurse, so I want
Now,
to.
what is that?
It's working with like infants who are like premature, stuff like that. So they're like sick or just being able to like help them. Because my cousin actually, she passed away because she was born with half of a heart. So that kind of inspired
sorry
me
to hear that.
yeah. So it kind of inspired me to do that. So
Jessica?
I'm attending Siena Heights University, and I'm also doing nursing. And then after I finish the program, I'm hoping to become a nurse practitioner and specialize in pediatric oncology.
Very nice, very good goal.
I'm starting off at St. Clair for nursing, and my ultimate goal is to become a nurse practitioner.
All three of you nurses.
Yes.
Very nice. You can't have too many of those. Is there anything else any of you would like to add?
I'm really excited for the good old days, and hopefully we'll be able to see everyone there, and just it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Gonna be sad to leave these girls, but I'm excited.
Yeah.
Anything for you, Jessica?
I just hope everybody comes and says hi to us and just has fun with all of us. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Hannah?
I'm just really excited for what's to come and what else we can do for the community.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining me today. We will be right back to talk to Tim and Matt about more things that are going on with the Good Old Days Festival. Stay tuned. We are back, and for our final segment today, we will be continuing to talk to Tim and Matt Ricks about the 54th Good Old Days Festival. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you.
So what are the details on the Skirbeck Family Carnival Midway?
Skirbeck is a family-owned carnival from Escanaba. This will be our second year with them. Consecutively, we've had them around our festival before. They've been around for a long time. It's like 60-some years, I believe, I read on their website, which is skirbeckcarnival.com. They can check out rides. They got pictures of everything. They bring a lot of great rides. Some of them are old but are very clean, favorable rides that people remember from their past. I want to take my kid on that one that I rode when I was little.
Right.
But they bring the popular ones like the Air Raid, Fireball, Vertigo, Gravitron, all the ones that I can't go on. They do a good job with their rides. Their people are friendly. They have great prizes, at cheap prices. We do a pay one price wristband every day. It's $20. Ride all your rides. I believe it goes until 6 p.m. each day. And then Macomb Daily Day is on Sunday. That's $3 off with a coupon.
Okay. Now, can you still purchase individual ride tickets?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. Yep.
Oh, okay. So what is the Michigan Junk Stock Vintage Market?
Michigan Junk Stock is something that we've collaborated with Kathy Oswald from Michigan Junktiques. She's up on Main Street there by Monroe. It's kind of a continuation of what she's been doing in town also. She hosts a lot of vendors, anything from crafts to repurposed furniture, antiques, whatever anybody can come up with. It's good stuff though. These people are creative, so creative in what they can do with a road sign or a piece of glass on something you never thought a piece of glass should go on. All of a sudden is a coffee table, and it looks really good. So that is something that we're going to be our second year with. It's held in Bailey Park. It's going to be near the tennis court side, because then we also have Hamlin Pub in the middle, and then the snowmobile guys on the other side. It's a big event. She has, I think I last heard, around 20 vendors, so it's a good thing. It's a real, I don't know, it gets a different crowd to Good Old Days that might not have been there before. So.
And that fills up that whole
Yes,
block
it does.
along BB and Park, right? No.
No, this
Bailey.
this is in Bailey.
Oh,
Bailey.
so it's
Up,
completely
kind of up in Bailey.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other ones are our vendors.
Yeah.
All the
Okay.
vendors that Mike Bistarovich handles.
Okay.
And I don't know, we probably average 40
Yeah.
to 50 vendors on what you were saying, BB and Washington and part of Park. And also the Historical Society has their, they are, what is that?
They do
Stuff
different.
sale.
Yeah.
It's called the stuff sale.
They do their
And
stuff sale.
They do
It's donated
a
items.
sale of, so.
Okay. Now the children's parade is Saturday at 11. Correct?
Yep.
What is the theme for the parade this year?
The theme for the parade this year is Welcome to Seussville. Kind of
Okay.
a play with Dr. Seuss, of course. You should really be registered by Monday the 4th of September. I believe the applications are in the library, I believe, and they just want a general, who are you, what are you doing, you know, and it's for judging too. If you can be there before 10:45, you get in judging. I believe the Queens do one, and the Grand Marshals, I think, also do one. They pick their favorites. It's just, you know, it's fun for somebody. They give them a little trophy, something to hold on to. Kids love it.
And then those people that win those categories are then invited to the Great Michigan Parade on Sunday.
Okay.
So, which is quite a treat for some of the people to be in the big parade too.
Oh yeah. Should be definitely a colorful and rhyming kind of parade.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. It should be really good.
Now, will the ping pong blowout be following the parade?
Yes, of course. Again, as always, a few minutes after the parade is done, they will start. It's a blowout, you know, it's in the back of a pickup. All of our people and the police help us out, trying to keep everybody away, because it is pretty much mayhem behind there. You know, those kids will do anything for that prize, no matter what the size.
Now, where can people trade in their prizes at?
Right next to the Good Old Days barn, we will have a tent. I believe it's a green and white top tent, directly next to the barn. They'll be in there. They'll have a full line of prizes, everything you can get. Some prizes are returnable at businesses, but the other ones that are at the barn, they'll be there. Sunday, still can get your prize up until 6 p.m. And for those, you just go right to the Good Old Days barn. They'll have stuff inside there. And then a few will have a grand prize.
Okay.
The sponsors that stepped in are wonderful. They're donating some good money, and there's going to be some great prizes. So those will be the key ones to look for out there.
Okay, so another event on Saturday is the dunk tank. Can you tell us who is going to be a part of all that?
It's a colorful group, as always. We have some of our local coaches. Kevin Caperton, Brandon Day has today said that he will do it. Anything for the kids, you know, he always says.
Right.
Curtis Spence, one of our firemen on the fire board, I think they call it. A couple of those guys from the firemen, they're going to step in, even though they'll also be doing their water ball on the back side of that. The Queens will be in there, as always. Last year's Queen is even going to step up. She did great last year. Her dad was handing out money to dunk her, so it really helped, you know, our total contribution. And all the money from that, all the money goes straight to Great Lakes Burn Camp, which is a wonderful organization where kids who have been affected by fire get to go and, you know, hang out together, talk about their stuff. So it's a good event. Yeah,
it sounds like it. Now, for the big event for the weekend, what can you tell us about the Great Michigan Parade?
Oh boy. It's always a great parade. It still is the largest marching musical parade in the state of Michigan, maybe the Midwest. But we are assured that we are the largest musical marching parade in the state of Michigan. We, for many, many years, tried to get a group to come here, which would be very prestigious, and they said they would not come south of M46. Well, this has been a number of years, like going back 30 years. We wanted to get this group. It's called the Scottsville Clown Band.
Okay.
And they are hilarious. They're going to be the last thing coming down our parade, so you want to stay to the very end.
Okay.
They kind of throw a show as they're coming down the parade route. So that's why they always like to be the last unit coming down. We've always had one of the best high school bands is the last thing that comes down our parade to close out our parade. We always said we save our best for the last.
Right.
These people are outstanding. They will put on a great show all the way down Main Street, and people will have a chance to see them again later on in the post-parade entertainment that will be happening. Otherwise, we're up around we still have bands yet to confirm because school isn't in, but we will still be right around that 17 to 20 bands that will be marching and playing down Main Street on September 10th at 1:30 sharp. So again, we are an invitation-only parade. We take people who would like to be in our parade, and the parade committee looks at what it is they have to offer to put in our parade, and quite often it has to be like 85% decorated, or it has to be unique, or something of that nature. We take great pride in what we put down Main Street, and we're looking forward to another fantastic year. Some new bands coming in, and there's also, what do they call it, drumline?
Yeah, our drumline.
Last year, at the last minute for us, there was a drumline performance.
Oh, yeah, I was
you
there
were
to
there.
catch
That's
it.
right. We got you
caught
up there. That was fantastic, wasn't it?
It was really cool.
Well, we're trying to. Richmond is such a small town geographically. We'd love to get that out where everybody, in the at least around the town clock would be able to see it. A lot more people than what we were able to do in a yard last year. But it just isn't possible to move all those drums and all those people that it takes to put on that little demonstration. And I shouldn't say little. There was a ton of.
Oh, yeah.
It was huge. We just can't do it in Richmond. It doesn't work. It doesn't. We just can't get the bodies and the instruments from point A to point B and back to point A in time to put on the parade. So we're gonna continue to work on that and somehow try to be able to do that in the future. But they are going to be doing it, and it is going to be someplace in the far north end of Main Street, up where we set up all the bands and everything. So it's a very limited area. But again, hopefully you can have a camera up there and catch some of that for the people. And
It's on my checklist of things to get.
Yeah.
One of the things that I thought that was really cool about that event was that you had all the high school bands that came in that started it off, but then you had all the fife and drum groups who were just walking by and going, well, what's that? And then they bring out their drum and they come over and do a little thing for everyone.
Yeah.
It was a really neat event. I
yeah.
can't wait to be able to cover it again this year.
What did we have? We had a gentleman from one of the pipe bands that was singing with the rock and roll band that was on the back of Terry Breeze's float. I call it Terry Breeze's float. It's Southern Thumb's float. And he come over in his skirt and everything and started singing his song when they were practicing. It's fantastic. The things that go on that people don't see during the festival are such neat things. And again, your camera is the only way that we can bring that kind of stuff to the general public when we can. So, hopefully we can do that this year and let people experience some of the things that are happening in the background also.
That is the goal for this year.
Yeah.
So we intend to be covering a lot, and not only that, just having cameras out and about, capturing whatever great memories that people will have for the weekend.
Absolutely.
So this parade, this whole festival is a huge undertaking, and I'm sure it pulls together a lot of resources. So, so who helps you out with that kind of stuff? Who are your sponsors?
Numerous. This town has been fantastic as far as sponsorship goes. You can't run. We're basically running a fair in a festival atmosphere. You only charge to get into a few things, the motorsports and the carnival. Right. But otherwise, it's mostly wide open for the public to see and experience and whatnot. And so we don't make the type of money that a fair would, where you are charged per car or per person coming through the door. So we have to have sponsors to provide all the free things. And people like Henry Ford Health Systems and they just come to town with their new building and they've jumped in and they're sponsoring, I think it's 3 smaller of the smaller events, they are sponsoring that. And then we've got various other businesses, for example, Foster Blue Water, Sunrise stores. I mean, they do all kinds of things for us. Fuel, monetary sponsorship, help with equipment every once in a while that we'll need. They come to our rescue when we ask if they can possibly do it, they'll do it. There's all kinds of people like that. Gary Bertazzi Bulldozing. He donates almost all his time and his equipment, his fuel and everything. Never asks for a dime. Those are the types of things, if we had to pay for that, you wouldn't have the festival that we have. Right. And the list goes on and on and on. And it's mostly all Richmond-based businesses that we seek first. The parade, for example, cost roughly $18,000 to go down the road. I think last year we came up with $16,000 in sponsorship. All those sponsors they got their name on a banner, and that banner was carried in front of those groups. But that's the type of sponsorship we're getting. It's fabulous. And as long as we continue to get that type of sponsorship, and we have the people that volunteer their time to go out and get the sponsorship. It's another part of the whole, volunteer base that we have for the festival. It takes a lot of work for that guy, a couple of guys to go out and secure all those funds also. A lot of phone calls, a lot of follow-up, and then the treasurer has to follow up, and there's a lot of things going on there. But, again, go to our website, look at our brochure. We list as many of them that we can get. A lot of them come after we have to put the brochure together, and all of a sudden we've got somebody has stepped forward and said, hey, I'll sponsor that for you. We can't get them in the brochure because it's already done. We'll try to make sure that we get them in the following year's brochure. And then we try to do whatever we can as far as our websites and our Facebook sites and, whatever these guys do.
Right.
That's beyond me. But yeah, it's all about the sponsorship. It would never happen otherwise. And we're, very, very proud of the fact that we really don't need to go outside. This town takes care of the festival and make sure that things are done the way they've been done in the past and better. And we couldn't ask for any more.
Every year, bigger and better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There was one event that I meant to bring up that I forgot to mention. Now, what's going on with the fireworks show this year?
Oh, fireworks is at 9:30 Saturday evening. It's brought to us by American Fireworks out of Memphis. This is, I think, 24th, 25th year they've been with us. My grandfather signed him way back then, and he was in a pickle. Called Nick from American Fireworks. He came out. He did a show. Grandfather said, where do I sign? He came through in a pinch, and he's done a great job every single year for us.
It's always a great show.
Yeah.
I'm always just getting back from covering the demolition derby. So, but I'm able to sit outside and just watch the fireworks from over here at City Hall.
Yeah.
So,
He puts
really
up a
cool
boom.
Yeah. Poor Nick has had to deal with 3 generations of Rickses so far, and hopefully he's training his son to be the next generation to deal with him. But he does a great job for us, like Matt said. He just
Don't
does
have
a
to tell him
fantastic
anything.
job.
Just meet him out there, tell him hi, and he's ready to go.
Yep.
It's great.
Is there anything else either of you would like to add?
Yeah, Sunday night, the Bagpipers. If you've never seen them before, you've got to get over to the beer tent as soon as possible. Usually, somewhere in the neighborhood of 3:45 to 4 o'clock. They're in there for about 15 to 20 minutes, but it is a truly powerful performance by all of the pipers and the drum majors, and just what they do is unbelievable over there. It's a tearjerker. They do Amazing Grace, and I don't think you've heard Amazing Grace like this before, and especially when it's right in front of you. It's you can reach out and touch one of them. It's an amazing, powerful moment in the festival. And then once they do the songs that they do, we have I believe it's the Toronto Brass Band that comes to the festival. They will perform for 15, 20 minutes also, do some songs, and that's pretty cool. They're really hammering it loud in there. It sounds great. And then the Scottville Clown Band will be performing for an hour to hour and a half in the beer tent on the main stage there, and it is a riot. I've seen them perform, and it's just a great time. It's family event, and if people can come down and enjoy post-parade time, come down and grab something to eat from the Rotary or any of our vendors, and come and see what we have, and come on in and enjoy yourself, because it's a great time, and it's a lot of local people come in after the parade to enjoy this type of entertainment. And then Georgetown Entertainment DJ services will fill out the rest of the evening, and there's a lot of dancing going on, celebrating the quality of life we have here.
Time for the volunteers to get
Absolutely.
they're finally able to celebrate.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Tim and Matt, for joining me today. The 54th Annual Good Old Days Festival will be on September 7th through the 10th. For any information on any of the events going on through the weekend, visit the Richmond Good Old Days website at www.richmondgoodoldaysfestival.org. You can view this and any other program on our Richmond TV YouTube channel. If you are watching this on YouTube, you will find all the links to everything we have discussed in the description below. Don't forget to check us out on Comcast Channel 6. Thank you for joining us and have a great day.